There are so many different workout programs, but is it really just a matter of preference and all have a similar level of effectiveness, or is there a big difference? In this video, I will be looking at two very popular styles of training, and I will be evaluating them using exercise science and being objective. If you are biased or subjective, then this is not the video for you. But if you're someone like myself that wants to get the most out of their workout program and maximize their results, then this information is for you. And I'm only using these two, not because I don't like them, but because they are the most popular. So let's get to it. Yoga. This has been a very popular workout program for a long time. When determining how to make an exercise program effective, one of the first things you must consider is how the exercises match positions, movements, and energy systems relative to how you need them in everyday life, and in whichever activity you need or want to do, such as a hobby or sport. If any of the positions, movements, or energy systems are contrary to that, then you are not using the best workout for your body based on what you need it to do outside of that workout. So as we can see here in a very common exercise in yoga, which is called the warrior pose, although it can be very challenging, this position or pose is totally dysfunctional relative to the majority of the positions you would normally be in everyday life. It's what I call having a very low transferability. It being done statically not only exacerbates it, because not only would you normally not be in this position, you wouldn't hold it that long. So now you are fatiguing your body in a very atypical way. And like I always say, just because you're getting tired and even sweating does not mean you're getting better. And please know, I'm not here to bash yoga. If this is your jam, as one of my clients says, then go for it. But if we're looking at this objectively, it's really hard to justify this as being an optimal exercise program that is comprehensive and functional. I will put this into the category of a skill. And yes, I've heard many people say that they feel so much stronger because they do yoga. If that is the case, it is only as it relates to yoga or any other specialized program like it. Just like you can ride horses every day and get stronger for riding horses, but not for everything outside of that. The human body is very adaptive and it will get stronger in one specific area or style, but not overall. So the yoga participant is getting stronger and better at their yoga exercises, and their general or functional strength is secondary at best. Also, I've heard someone say that by doing yoga, they are more flexible. Once again, this person is increasing their flexibility specifically with yoga exercises or poses, and not necessarily from a functional standpoint. Not to mention the fact that even though flexibility is important, it's not ahead of other mechanical components such as alignment, coordination, stability, and mobility, or energy systems such as power, strength, endurance, and speed. I, along with my clients, prioritize these ahead of flexibility, and ironically, we all have more range of motion than ever because flexibility is usually a byproduct. And if the thing you need the least is the thing you're focusing on the most, then there may be better ways to spend your hour working out. Next is the most recent big program to hit the scene, which is CrossFit. Now, I have to admit, I used to be totally against CrossFit for all the wrong reasons. Being a former athlete and football player, it bothered me that they called it a sport. But then I got out of my feelings and I started looking at it scientifically, and now I can see why it could be called a sport, because they do have the CrossFit games and competitions, but for that reason, amongst a few others, it totally disqualifies it as an optimal exercise program. There are some very conflicting things happening energetically in CrossFit. Some of the main exercises done in this program are very complex and high intensity. These are all appropriate in the right context, but they should not be done for high repetitions and high volume. So when doing exercises in this manner, it is very counterproductive for the nervous and muscular systems. So now the individual has to learn how to do something unnaturally. This would be similar to training someone how to run the same intensity or speed for the 100-meter dash the way they would for a mile. It's impossible. They would tear a muscle or have a heart attack. And once again, just because you're working hard doesn't mean you're being effective. The body responds a lot better to progressive work known as progressive overload training, but because we live in a microwave culture, we don't feel right unless we get some sort of extreme result or feedback right away. This approach is very counterproductive and unsustainable. But once again, if this is your thing and you enjoy it, I'm not trying to tell you not to do it, even though I don't think you should do it. I just ask that you look at it objectively. I started doing this several years ago and it was hard to change in the beginning, but now I'm in the best shape I've ever been in and I'm helping my clients to do the same. So there it is. I might have ruffled some feathers with this one, but I can't help anyone if I don't call it like it is. Everything that you heard in the video is based on experience, science, and facts. For more information like this, check out my past videos. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and follow Champion Strength and Conditioning on Instagram. And until next time, let's grow.